Well, he told me that it began with the plan to kill the parents in a situation where Erik was watching a BBC television show or movie that had to do with the theme of the person in the film killing their father. And at some point, Erik called Lyle in the room and shared with him what the content was of the movie. And as I recall, Erik said it began with sort of a casual conversation between the two of them. They started discussing what would happen or how it would be if the person who was a dominating force and a negative force and a very controlling person in their life wasn't there anymore. And at that point, it evolved into a discussion about killing the parents, most particularly the father first, and then the parents.
Did Erik Menendez describe for you in particular what it was that he was upset with his father about?
Yes, he did. Basically, that the father had just been completely dominating and controlling, was impossible to please, had perfectionistic standards. He was controlling of a lot of different aspects of Erik and Lyle's life in a very extreme way, and also that he had been very controlling and very damaging to their mother, and that she also was miserable. Erik told me that they saw the father as someone who was pretty much not possible to live with, that he was just an emotionally dominating, tyrannical person.
Did you ask why he included the mother in this plan?
They couldn't find a way not to include her in the plan, and they also began to see the mother as somebody who was very victimized by the father. She had apparently been suicidal before. They couldn't find a way to accomplish the end of killing the father without also killing the mother. The mother would have been a witness, number one, and would have reported them. Number two, they didn't believe that the mother could have survived emotionally anyway without the father. And three, they thought the mother was so miserable, Erik felt a need to commit the murder relatively quickly, or he basically thought that he would lose the emotional ability to commit the act. Lyle, according to Erik's recounting, wanted to take some time to plan it out more effectively to make sure that it was as perfect as could be. And Erik just didn't feel that he could do that. So they agreed that they would commit the murder, and they were negotiating how soon to do it. After that point, what they did, it was something like a week or so before the murder. What they did was drive to San Diego, obtain some false identification, purchase 2 shotguns, drive back to Los Angeles, and then create or have an alibi in the form of a wine and cheese tasting party. And then shortly before the party began, Erik recounted to me that they surprised their parents in the room in which their parents were found murdered.
Did Erik Menendez use the term surprised?
I recall that he did.